Over the weekend, the Flagstaff boys basketball team continued their run through the state playoffs. First up for the Eagles was a clash with number 24 Shadow Ridge last Thursday night. And the backcourt for the Eagles carried that team all night as Bridger Hershey is going to find Brandon Tiffany early on as he knocks down the three for the Eagles. Then later, Austin, Brain, and Brett Morrow, they had it going on in the paint. Brain with the pass to Morrow, and Morrow is somehow able to flip this one in and put it away. And then later, some great ball movement here for the Eagles as the ball finds its way into Brain's hands, and he breaks out the fancy footwork. That's going to be an and one for Austin. And then later on in transition, Morrow with the easy baseline jumper. Morrow had 16 points on the night. Kaleb Sandoval had it going on from the on the arc too. He hits the open three here, and then later on again off the pick. That's just too easy. You got to get a hand up on him. He had 15 points in this one. Flag wins 54-42 and advances in the state tournament. Next up for the Eagles was a Saturday night matchup down in the valley with number 8 Cesar Chavez. This was a tough-fought game, but in the end, the Eagles were able to pull it out. Brett Morrow hit a late bucket in the game to give the Eagles enough to squeak out the 65-64 win, and this win sets up a quarterfinal game with number 1 Shadow Mountain, who are coached by former NBA player Mike Bibby and have not lost to an Arizona team this season. That game will be at Gila River Arena on Wednesday night at 7:45. Now to the girls' side, the Flagstaff Eagles were in Prescott on Friday night, taking on the number 6 Badgers. These two teams had met earlier in the season, and the Eagles pulled out the 55-50 win over the Badgers, but it's tough to beat a team twice in one season, especially when you're on the road. Monique Ware, she had it going on early on for the Eagles as she cleans up the miss with the putback, and then Shea Toey with the steal as she's going to drop a dime to Ware, and she finishes with the and one. Then later, Ware again with the drive down the lane for the easy deuce. She would finish the night with 9 points, but after that it was all Prescott as Flagstaff would only score 4 points in the second quarter and trailed the rest of the way. The Eagles would fall in this one by a final of 43-21, putting an end to a very successful season as Flagstaff finished with an overall record of 24-8, and with a young core, this should be a team to look out for in the years to come. Now over to the Coconino Panthers girls team. They were also playing in a second-round game on Friday night. Panthers were down in the valley taking on number 3 Sierra Linda. After falling behind early to the Bulldogs, the Panthers were never able to claw their way back into this one. They would fall 54-42. Marissa Copley led the way for the Panthers with 12 points and 6 rebounds, while J.J. Nakai added 11 points and 5 rebounds. The Panthers finished their season with a 21-14 record under first-year head coach Martin Reyes.